NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Players.
Well, when he goes after it like he is here.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Fifth hole, and we pick up the action. Early in the round, and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Frank, as players get set for the second shot here at the fifth, what are they thinking?
You have to be precise with the second shot. You miss it long and left. Very, very difficult chip there. And, of course, short and right. In amongst those moguls in the bunker, it's tough to get it up and down.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity.
Even par, currently.
Can't make it, Frank, if you don't hit it.
Hubert Green once said, 99% of putts left short don't go in. I don't know what happened to the other 1%. But
still playing even for the day after the par. Hole number 6, 393-yard, par 4. What's in store for us here, Frank?
another one really where you're just trying to poke it down there. When you stand on that back tee, there's an overhanging limb that you just get an eye of. So if you try and hit that ball a little too low, that's going to encourage it.
Frank, did you hear this?
Hannon.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Well, that is a ball striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. And getting ready for the putt.
You'd like that one again.
Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold. Very bold.
This for par. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for two reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
That is just a beautiful shot. Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pop bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Those keep the round going, those par putts. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live. This one looks like it's hit a shot, I would say. And he's got it right at par. This putt for birdie. You have to make those from that distance. That hurts. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
All right, Frank, this one gets everybody's attention. The 14th, 481 yards, par 4.
Yeah, it's not just the length of this hole. Water down the left, mounds to the right. This is it. You got to buckle up here. Tee it up. This has to be your best swing. I'm loving that balance.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup. Back to the TPC Sawgrass, the 15th hole. It's a par 4 as we make our way to this finishing stretch. And Frank, what's in store for the players here?
Another one of those par 4s around 450 yards. Ideally hit it tee shot down the right side, keeping it away from that bunker, but that's a flat bunker down the right with no lip, so it's still not too bad. Biggest problem here is that green. So many undulations on this green.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. out there about 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
And he's made the green. So just a formality now. Did the job right there. Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse. Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Now the second shot to the par 5. Well, that's how it's done. The approach shot is within 10 feet and another good look. But they don't come around too often. Opportunities for eagle. You want to seize it if you get the chance. This is a good one here. Almost. Wow. Oh, my goodness, he missed it. He missed a bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. This is a good-looking shot. And it makes the green in regulation. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
It's a good-looking putt right here. You might like it. Well, at last, a birdie. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer, Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of the scene give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Getting set now over the putt. good birdie right there.
Yeah, this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. And currently, that's exactly where they stand.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's third-round coverage of the Players.
Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good-looking shot right here. That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Starting to play some good golf. With that birdie, moves to 4 under for the tournament. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. What a drive. Just tattooed that. All right, Frank, the 11th is a reachable. What's the right strategy?
Well, it feels like that green should be about another 30 or 40 yards to the right, Rich. Makes the player aim left, and it's such a narrow green, but it's worth the risk.
Headed for the bunker, I think.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. It's got 5 minutes to find it.
He'll need to be strong with this. Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. These putts keep the round together. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
Clean this up with a tap. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Up to the 12th, Frank, and a good birdie chance here.
Yeah, good old links, short par 4. This green really divides itself into about 3 sections. There's a little piece to the right, piece short left, and the one at back left. So as long as you know where the flag is, just push that ball into the section where it is. You get up there, you're only going to have 10 or 15 feet left for birdie.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Now the approach to the 12th, Frank. What's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
Birdie try up next. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. headed in the right direction with that birdie.
It just sneaks into the top 10. It's a good move this week.
One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Trying to stay steady, make a par. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
3 rounds in the books. Outside the top 10, going to the final 18. Frank, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think you're going to have to approach the final round in a couple of different phases. Try and be aggressive early on. If you do get a few birdies in the bank, you really still can fancy yourself with a chance to win. It'll all depend on that start tomorrow.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Players. But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, it's certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. And if you're a couple of shots behind on Sunday, that final round, you're thinking about 3, and that's possible, isn't it?
Well, history's shown it has, Rich.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Well, Frank, the wind is really starting to pick up.
You've got to fixate on the direction now. If you get the direction wrong and or mistime one of those gusts, all sorts of problems.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Locked in on the read and the speed. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
That might go unnoticed, Rich, but that birdie just sneak inside the top 15.
Frank, as a fan, it's so exciting because it's just so simple as well. Ball's in the air. You're wondering, where is it? Wet, dry, short, long, winner or loser?
And it's no surprise that this hole was an accident. This one was designed by not Pete Dye, but his wife Alice Dye. But we have seen so many accidents right here.
Hoping to get this up and down here, Frank, at the par 3 after missing the green.
Yeah, it's not all bad.
Pretty good shot right there. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Bang! Has it. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf. The 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of 18 here that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have?
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planing of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine.
Well, it's obvious he is in complete command of his golf ball right now. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
And getting ready for the putt. Keep the round going, those par putts. That'll put a wrap on our final round coverage for all of us at EA Sports. I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time.